Think Like a Rocket Scientist by Ozan Varol. Make giant leaps in work and life like a rocket scientist. Think Like a Rocket Scientist, 2020, shows how rocket scientists innovate, problem solve, and achieve the impossible. Gain powerful skills to achieve your professional and personal goals by understanding scientists' daily methods. Rocket scientist, lawyer, and non-fiction author Ozan Varol worked on the 2003 Mars exploration rovers. His award-winning essays are taught at universities and graduate schools and published in US and international media. How does it benefit you? Learn powerful scientific methods to achieve your goals. You may be frustrated that you can't find a solution to boost your business. Perhaps you've dismissed your goal as a pipe dream. Everyone can have a breakthrough, whether it's a new product idea, promotion, or expertise. Mindset, not intelligence or money, distinguishes those who achieve this. By changing your approach to difficulties and obstacles, you can improve all aspects of your life. The author suggests you learn rocket scientist thinking to create that transformation. Learn the key to originality. Ozan Varol says becoming more open to uncertainty leads to discoveries. Scientists don't fear uncertainty. They explore till they find a light switch. Despite uncertainty, scientists don't panic. It energizes them. They focus on the great things to discover rather than the monsters hiding in corners. You can use practical methods to get enthusiastic about the unknown instead of letting it scare you. Ask yourself the worst-case scenario. Consider the likelihood of that outcome. Write these thoughts down to put them in perspective since catastrophe rarely happens. Varol asserts that nonconformity is the best approach to innovate. He adds that innovation is best achieved by not complying. Life has habits and rituals we follow blindly. When we blindly follow outmoded habits, we prioritize process over result. Instead of asking if there's a better way, we get into patterns that stifle creativity. Embrace your rocket scientist side to break routines. Rocket scientists think fundamentally. This strategy requires you to question every facet of a situation until you find the truth. This will challenge your beliefs that only government-funded space agencies can afford rockets, like Elon Musk was told. Like Musk, you may attain your ambitious objective by forging your own way. The author quotes examples of how productivity killed creativity. Many modern workplaces lack creativity. Every email we send prompts another, which we must answer instantly. Curiosity and exploration are limited by the pressure to deliver. Before long, we forget we were curious children who liked discovery. But that youthful wonder and receptivity are necessary for inventive problem solving. The author shows how to find your inner 7-year-old. Planning empty time fosters mental experiments. When you let your mind wander, your creative brain comes alive. Mindset is the largest hurdle to goal achievement, Varol notes. Society promotes risk aversion through warnings and stories like of Icarus who flew too high to his fall. This protects you as a child but hinders you as an adult. You tell yourself you can't get that promotion or date your crush. You can soar if you adjust your self-story. The takeaway, your mentality is the biggest hurdle to your goal. Many of us assume success is for the elite, so we don't attempt. The biggest hurdle to attaining your goals is your mind, not money or time. He wants you to adapt to divergent thinking to encourage creativity. Divergent thinking accepts all ideas, regardless of expense. Every possibility is considered. The author wants you to shut off your sensible mind to practice divergent thinking. Ask the appropriate question for the best answer. But how can you ask better questions? Know the difference between strategy and tactic. Strategies help you achieve goals like landing a Mars rover. But tactics are activities that accomplish that approach. It's easy to mistake tactics and strategies. He points out that despite hard data, our brains seek for information that supports our beliefs and ignores the rest. We avoid hearing opposing viewpoints at all costs, even when the stakes are great, since it's so unpleasant. How can you resist your inclination to see what you want? Start by not getting connected to your opinions. Consider each opinion a workable hypothesis. This makes your belief a theory that can be verified, disproven, or abandoned. This keeps your objective. To reduce blind spots, propose conflicting hypotheses. Ask what's missing to form theories. Disprove your hypotheses, not prove them. Present your thoughts to yourself as if they belong to someone else. Pick apart every argument for flaws. Remember that disproving each theory advances the truth. Strive for success by testing thoroughly. The hardest training activities are simulated emergencies that push astronauts beyond their limitations. The training program seeks to make people act wrong. Thus, the astronaut is better prepared for their mission. But ask yourselves how well you constructed that test. Because tests are meant to detect the failing point. Unless you're going to space, you can safely train in a similar setting. Jerry Seinfeld tests his jokes in small comedy clubs. This helps him prepare for crucial gigs. A rocket scientist doesn't assume anything will function because each item works fine separately. A substance that works alone can kill when coupled with another. Varol advises that even when successful, we must analyze our failures. Aiming high guarantees failure. Dyson developed 5,126 unsuccessful prototypes in 15 years. He found his famed bagless Hoover design then. But it's not enough to analyze past failures. We should doubt our successes too. Challenger's 7 astronauts died when the space shuttle destroyed 1 minute into flight in 1986. Special Commission found O-rings responsible. Because flying with damaged O-rings was common, NASA didn't take it seriously. Success-based confidence can blind you. Since you've done it before, you think you know what to do. Success doesn't mean you didn't make mistakes. Those blunders may not have caused failure, but they could have grave consequences. We must learn from our mistakes even when we think we've succeeded. Otherwise, we'll never learn from our experiences. Remembering that achievement isn't an end is vital. It marks a milestone in unending exploration. Final summary: thinking like a rocket scientist involves accepting uncertainty as a new frontier that leads to limitless discoveries. You must address your blind spots and abandon practices and ideas that limit your creativity to achieve this. Once you reconnect with your childhood curiosity and openness, you'll achieve your goals faster and enjoy an incredible life. Action tip: walk your inquiry. Next time you're stuck on a tough problem, put on your trainers and walk.